Hey guys, it's Sonia from Jug Monkey Paint Company. First and foremost, I want to say a big happy Friday to you guys out there. We survived the week. Woohoo! Man, does anybody else just feel like time just flies, like completely flies? So hopefully you got something good planned for this weekend to get into. So I think tonight, I know, the Diamond up here in Ligonier reopens, and so I think we're going to be part of some celebrations a little bit later today as the center of our little town here opens up again. Hey Susan, how are ya? So there's going to be pizza later today and all kinds of fun stuff and music going on. So it is a great day around these parts. This morning I have been in the studio. Kathleen, how are ya? I thought I'd pop on, show you what I was working on this morning, and maybe you will want to try the same project as well. And also, if you guys have any questions while I'm on here, be sure to pop them at me so I can like grab them. Jan, how are ya? Yes. So this is what I was working on today here in the studio. Can you see it? Can you see him? He's like a cute little, like I was thinking like baby cute little crow, raven, whatever you want to call him, basking in the moonlight. And I'm about to put the finishing touches on him right now, and I'm going to show you how I seal him. But also I wanted to let you know that if you like this one, it's actually a video that I filmed this morning here, and right now it's being edited to go up onto our YouTube channel. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday we put up new, what I call like vlogs, behind the scenes, something different. And it's going to be different content than what you find here on our Facebook channel. So make sure you're watching over there if you just can't get enough and you're like, you know, I know what it's like to be a creative and you get in the zone and you're just like, you know, you're always like looking for ideas, and creativity is like a muscle, right? The more you use it, the better you get at it. Hey Jennifer, how are ya? Hey Doris, thank you very much. Hey Cindy. So I thought we'd go ahead and finish this guy off together. If you guys have any questions for me today, make sure you, throw them at me while I'm on here live today, because I'd be more than happy to help you guys out if you have any painting questions, that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I say we go ahead and we seal this baby bird, this baby crow, baby raven. You know what I'm saying? All right, I don't know the difference between a crow and a raven. I think a raven's definitely bigger than a crow. So maybe he's a crow. He's definitely cute, whatever he is. All right, so today to seal my piece, I painted him on a plank of wood. So you'll notice that a lot of my stuff that I do, I mean, I'm just even thinking like what we did this past week, you know, I taught you guys how to do like, you know, these sorts of finishes, and every time you see me do them, it's because I'm using just a plain plank of wood. And so I love to be able to create beautiful things, but be able to do it on a budget, to be able to know that I can afford the tools to be able to do it, and I can find things that whether somebody's throwing them out, there's scrap wood, you name it. And so this is just a piece of pine wood. Now, when I use my chalky style paint to be able to paint decor, the cool thing is our chalky style paint is an acrylic based paint, which makes it great for artists, so you can do beautiful decor to match your furniture. It dries a flat matte, but even more than that, what I love about it is the fact that I can put it on anything I want. So this is me painting on wood, but I could also do this on like an old glass window. You know what I'm saying? A glass window, or a sheet of metal, or anything I want to find to put it on. So I love the fact that I'm not restrained from doing any of that sort of thing, right? So I can just have fun and just, you know, get in there and do what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead, and you love the Shabby Rose tray? Yeah, we did this one this week as well. Oh my gosh, so much fun, right? The power of paint, and that too was just plain wood. So who cares if it's painted, got varnish on it, doesn't make a hill of beans. I just know that if it's the right size for what I want to do, then it's a good deal. So I'm going to go ahead right now and seal up this this little guy right here. He's pretty cute. You know, Matt even liked him, which is like, oh, that's so awesome. You know, when Matt comes in, he feels strongly about a piece. I'm like, wow, okay, all right. So I'm going to use my Monkey Shine to seal. It's our all-natural beeswax oil finish, and so it's going to be really easy to just seal this guy up so quick. And I want you to see how just vibrant and sharp the colors will come when I use it. It's so fun. So I could have done this part off camera, but I'm like, I gotta show you guys because I know you guys would be like, oh my gosh, all right, like yeah, I love it. Who loves this part when they get to to monkey shine their piece. So I'm just using my wax brush here, so I don't paint with this one. I actually just wax with this one here, and they're on our website at junkmonkeypaint.com. But what it happens is it's a circle, and because wood and our paint is porous, what I want to do is make sure, basically, if I were to slow this down, I want to make sure that I'm getting it basically, you know, really tapped in, really pushed into all the wood pores, right? It seals them off, and then therefore I have a sealed piece that, you know, I don't have to worry about something, you know, staining it or that sort of thing, because it's now protected underneath this layer, all right? And it just nourishes it. So, all right, let's just grab a little bit. You're gonna see that it goes a long, long way, but this is like my favorite part right here. When like, can you guys see that? Is it coming across on camera, okay? When the moment you take the time to seal it is when it just goes boom, you know? So we're just gonna work our way all the way over it. I mean, you cannot tell me that this is not therapeutic. I don't know about you, but I put on my my Bluetooth to my radio this morning. When I create, I love to listen to the Jack Johnson Pandora station. If you follow my vlogs, you probably heard me talk about that before, but I do. I like mellow music. I like feeling comfortable in my space, and you know, I love overcast, rainy days. That definitely gets me all excited to create. But yeah, just kind of like a mellow day, drinking my coffee, creating, and making something beautiful. So Matt was like, oh, I like that one. We should take that one home. So you know what? I think that's a great idea. What it's going to do is make me want to like put something else in that space that's that same color. So maybe I'll have to repaint my buffet this week. I don't know. It could be any color that's in here. So this is the vintage white, the sunshine yellow, the raisin the bar, the Liberty blue, and then of course some more white for highlights, and then our black, which is our black velvet. And so it's real easy to be able to, like, if you have a vision and you see the steps come to life, sometimes when you look at a final piece, you're like, how did that all come to be? But then when you actually just get to like see it go down, you're like, oh, that's how that's done. So I hope tonight's tutorial on this painting will be helpful to you guys. Now I'm just gonna buff off the wax that's on the top. Thank you to Neil. Girl, listen, you can do anything you want. I just want you to know that, all right? You know why I'm so positive? It's because I know that you can do anything you want. You can master anything you want to master, right? It's like people who play sports or actors on TV, all those people. They didn't just like, they had to like really hone their craft to get better, right? And so if you want to get better at painting or anything in life, like I'm very positive in that manner, because I know that you just keep doing it. It's like riding a bicycle, right? And it just gets easier and easier. And if there's something that you want to do, you know, like have your own business or paint and sell them right from your kitchen table, or whatever you want to do in life, doesn't matter. Set a goal for yourself and do it, right? So look how cute he turned out. Oh my gosh, who else is in love with him? I don't know what we'll call him. What should we call this painting? I don't know. We'll have to come up with something for it. A name for it. But yeah, I could have did this on canvas or anything. Now, this is just a piece of scrap wood. We've been cleaning out our basement, and I've been like finding all kinds of stuff. I'm like, we can't throw that away, babe. I got to paint on that. So I've been like, you know, he wants to throw things in a dumpster, and I'm like, let's just bring it upstairs to my studio so I can paint on it. So this was actually just a plank of wood, and at one point I had done a tutorial to show you guys how to put like pattern onto wood, and so I just found this blank one, and I could have totally put my baby crow on here if I wanted to, but I just started over on like seriously a fresh side. So watch that go down tonight and get some ideas. I hope you guys will, all right? Yes, you betcha. You got it. All right, let me see if I can answer any questions for you guys today. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Keep life simple. Just do what you love, right? And yes, nobody said life was going to be easy, but you know what? You can get through it. It's like yesterday. If you guys are on my email list, I sent out an email and I said, you know, yeah, it's not like every day is great, and yes, we have bad days, but there's always something good to be thankful for in the day. And I bet you if you challenge yourself to find it, you could find it. And a bad day doesn't mean a bad life, right? Or a bad weekend doesn't mean like a whole bad week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So perspective, and the fact that we are here is just amazing in itself. So, and the fact that I can hang out with you guys, like, I just think that's so crazy. So yeah, this is my palette. I'm going to encourage you guys to get one of these. Like, I blend colors all the time, and I picked up this plastic palette. It's nothing crazy, and it's still wet, so I don't even know if I can turn it over to show you, but it's, you see on both sides how it's filled with colors? It's because I blend my colors, and I don't even, I think you're supposed to like put your thumb in here and go painting. I just lay it next to me when I blend colors, and you can see like the colors that I used this morning on here, and I just kind of like blended them together. So this is a great tool, definitely. If you take away something from this video, is that I see with Monkey Shine. Get the tutorial on YouTube tonight if you want to see this and see this painted in action. But also maybe pick yourselves up one of these just plastic palettes. And I think I got this one at Walmart for less than $5. And I don't even clean it after I use it. You know I'm a low maintenance kind of girl. So I basically put my paint blobs on there, work at it. And if I really wanted to, I could probably try to pick these off. But I will tell you that our paint like is rock solid on here. But I love it. I just keep, you know, I think this alone is a work of art. I could like totally frame this. What do you guys think, right? Yeah. So this is what I've been working on today. Let me see, guys. Is there any questions that I can help you guys out with? Oh, Jan's gonna make Matt's cooking vlog recipe tomorrow. Yes, that was the pot roast, or else he calls it by some weird, strange name in that video. Yes, some German strange name. Funny stuff, right? I think he's going to actually make, he got the stuff to be able to make homemade tomato soup to be able to do a vlog as well. So that's so cool. Aw, thank you so much. Girl, you can do this too. Just take a little bit of time. All right, so let me see here. I'm gonna put this up so I can really see your questions here. Let's see, Cara Lee says, how does your whites do with keeping tannins from coming through? I use natural wood and then Facebook cut me off for the rest of it. So tannins, wood tannins, of course, are dyes in the wood. And a lot of times when you're dealing with what's called like redwoods especially, they have natural dyes. Like the world is made of color, and sometimes the color just wants to come through. And the moment you put a little bit of moisture on it, you see what's called bleed through, and that's no fault of yours, no fault of the paint, but you're dealing with just a pretty special piece, that's all, right? So as a painter, I've come to kind of like learn like which are the offenders here, okay? And so if you feel like you have, like say for example, I'm going to purchase an antique or older piece of furniture and it's red wood, meaning like mahogany or cherry or something like that, and the veneer is broken on it, like I can see like it's really, really tattered and worn, and I can take my fingernail, that right there is a good indication that is going to be a piece that will be an offender and create some bleed through. So then I go in my mind, okay, because what happens is, you know, you're finishing over a piece maybe that was already finished before, and then they sealed back all that stuff, but if it's broken, just being out in the weather, that sort of thing, now you have the chance that when you put moisture on it, all that, those tannins are going to seep through and come back again, right? So I always judge and go, what kind of wood is it? If it's going to be a possible offender because it has dyes into it, maybe I want to think about going with a darker color on here. True story. Oh my goodness, because you're painting a white piece over something that is an offender for bleed through, you could be there for a long time, okay? So if I definitely have to paint something white that looks like it's going to be an offender for bleed through, what I will actually do is, you know, I will take my sealer, not my wax, but my polyacrylic, my banana peel is what you guys would know, and I will seal the piece in first. So basically I put a big old clear Band-Aid around the piece, right? And then that way it's sealed in, and then I can continue to paint. So you're gonna want something to block it, and so that's what I would use. My other tip I would definitely tell you is, so if you've got a piece like that, and you painted it over, and you put the banana peel, like your Band-Aid, to hold it back, hold everything intact, right? It's like putting a belt on something, okay? And now you go with your white. The very last coat of white that you put on, take a little bit of your banana peel and put into a little, or maybe I should reverse that and say, take a little bit of your vintage white and drop a little bit of it into your banana peel, and when it actually will change the color of the banana peel to that color paint, and then that way your last seal will also keep it nice and white and vibrant because of the fact that now you've added some of that color pigment to it. But you don't want to add too much, just enough, because it will keep your banana peel nice and just really, really vibrant, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Yay! Oh, she's gonna go for, Julie, pick red for your cabinets. Oh, that's gonna be nice. I did a red kitchen one time. It was the bee's knees. I'm sure you could find it. It's still probably right on my Facebook page. So yeah, absolutely. And Vicki, are you gonna do any fall? Well, let me see. This week I showed you guys how to do the buffalo check in orange, and we've done some pumpkins, and today we did a crow. So I'm definitely thinking that's fall. Definitely thinking that's fall. If you have any ideas for anything you want me to see that you want me to paint, let me know. I would be more than happy to take your suggestions. I kind of just like paint whatever I feel like, right? Like whatever comes to me. That's like, you guys, honestly, I never know from day to day. Like I don't plan myself out with, I don't ever plan myself out with, oh, okay, this is probably the tutorials I'm going to do for all this week. Honestly, I kid you not. It is like cleaning up my basement. Oh, I didn't know this piece of wood was here. What can I do with that? So I let the things around me lead to me what I'm going to create. And that keeps my creative juices flowing. It keeps me always coming up with new ideas because I never know. So when I drive down a road and if I see a pile of wood on somebody's trash pile or by the side of the road that somebody's getting rid of, those sorts of things, or if I go to a junk store, or if I go to like a salvage store, I let what I find lead me to what I'm going to do with it, right? Versus like being like, I want to do this week. I always like to keep it spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? So she says, do I ever, I think somebody just asked me, I just saw that go by. Yes, try that. Do you ever prime? Girl, you never see me prime stuff on here when I do crafts or decor or furniture, because if you're using our Junk Monkey chalky style paint, it sticks to everything under the sun, right? So I really don't need to prime. The only time I would really need to prime if I have like I say, a really bad piece of furniture that is such a terrible offender, but like I just told you earlier, typically I don't even have any primer in my building. I would just use my banana peel to be my blocker and then continue with my paint. But I mean, I don't even typically do that all that often, right? Yeah. Oh, fall flower paint. Something like that maybe. Going to paint, stripe, and stencil, taping. Oh, very nice. Oh yeah, 'tis the weekend. Hopefully you have some good weather wherever you guys are so that you can do some fun stuff. But I'm a big believer in like when you give back to yourself, even if you're having a bad day or you're just finding it hard to get into your day, if you take some time to even like turn on your music and start to paint, eventually like you get into a better mood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because it lowers your blood pressure, it just puts you in a good place. And I believe that when you refuel yourself and you nourish your own self and you fill your own happy bucket, then you can be better for people around you. It'll put you in better perspective for the day. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope that, you know, if you're somebody out there that it's just like, I'm in a funk, you know what, sometimes you just got to push through it and you just got to go, I will make myself sit here because I remember how I enjoy creating and I've gotten out of that. And so, tomorrow I'm going to go out and grab a few things, go junking, get out, and then tomorrow night I'm going to sit down. You know how it gets darker earlier now? Like that is like the perfect evenings. Have supper. For me, it's like having supper, going back to sit at the table, and even in my son's already gone in another room. He's playing music or video games with his friends, hanging out. Even Matt goes to do his own thing, his own space. And me, I love this. Just sit at the table and take out my sketchbooks or whatever else that I have around me, and kind of get ideas of what it is that I want to paint. A sketchbook is a great way to even start because it's easier to sit in bed with a sketchbook or to sit around the table than trying to fit a big piece of furniture around, right? So like for me, a lot of times things take place in my sketchbook and before they even take place, so like this week I was sketching out a crow, right? And eventually that manifested itself into here. And so, because this is now my finished piece. And so even if you can get yourself like something, just a pencil, a good eraser, and some drawing just to start to get the creative juices going, right? But I betcha if you started painting something, even though right now it feels like, oh man, I gotta get all my supplies out, just start basic, because once you start it, it's like you can't put it away. And you go, I remember how much I love to do this, right? Amy says she's delivering the white coffee table she did for her grandma today. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh my goodness. Make sure you put that in the Jug Monkey Paint Projects group too. That would be so fun to see. And make sure you're sharing with everybody because I know that you will inspire other people. Amy is an awesome creative. Very relaxing. Yep, I agree. All right. Does anybody have any questions for me before I pop off of here? Today I have a coach and create session, paint session on Fridays. I do that in my coaching business club with the creatives. So that's what I'm getting into today. And like I said, I did my vlog for my YouTube channel tonight, and then I think we're just gonna order maybe in some like good food, have some food for all of the people that support me here at the Junk Monkey. And so we're just gonna, like, as we close out the shop today, because our shop is open downstairs, we'll just have some good eats and then head up to the Diamond. And maybe I'll come back on a little bit live later today and share with you what that looks like, because they totally redid it, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous now, so I can't wait for them to do like the whole big official reveal. It's gonna be the bee's knees, right? Yes, Vicky, you can definitely use Junk Monkey paint on concrete. And then if you're going to seal it, then maybe use the banana peel and use multiple coats, all right? But yeah, absolutely. If you're in the paint projects group, I'm trying to remember who was it, the gentleman that did, he painted his 2 lion statues outside of his house, and he put them in Bahama Jade this week. They look like the bee's knees. They were so awesome. So absolutely, you know, you can paint with our chalky style paint. You could even like do floors and you know, paint what looks like rugs. I've definitely done that before. That's a lot of fun. So concrete is porous, and so our paint is such good grip and is porous, so the two of them together can make a beautiful combination. So you don't have to have plain gray or something like that, right? Really easy. All right, so I'm gonna pop off of here, but I'll probably see you guys on a little bit later today, and I'll take you outside with me. But yeah, watch for this over on YouTube tonight. If you're not there, you need to be over there and you know, get some other good ideas. And the cool thing is, when you watch on YouTube, like anybody else, like love watching YouTube. So usually every night I watch some YouTube, and it's like a whole other TV system, right? Yeah, the Lions were awesome, Linda. And so it's really cool, because when a lot of us now have the smart TVs that have the Roku and they have Netflix and they have the YouTube built into it, so you can go ahead and you can sit in your bed and watch it on the big screen while you're eating your bonbons. Like, seriously. Thank you, Dana. And Dana, I'm gonna have to get into the owl stencil. Hello. So I was just thinking about that on my drive here this morning, thinking about the ideas that I could do with it. So, all right, I will see you guys probably a little bit later today, and I'll show you what's happening in our gorgeous little town of Ligonier and how it's all coming together. But yeah, go check it out on YouTube. Talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.